Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gary Lucas and I'm here to try making guitar playing a little bit easier. This video is aimed at beginner guitar players up to intermediates, and today I want to show you some chords that from the chord names and from the look of the chords might look quite challenging to play, but are actually easier than you think. So this might be a really good video for those of you who are already familiar with your first few basic chords. You know, maybe you've learned G and C and D, E minor, A, etc. And maybe you've challenged yourself to try learning a bar chord, and maybe at the moment it's sounding a bit like this, and you're not getting very much practice of it because it's at that stage where it just feels quite painful, right? We've all been there. So first of all, just keep going with it because you will get there. If you want to make that bar chord happen, you will get there. It'll be so satisfying when you can do it because it frees up so much on the guitar. You can play every single major and minor chord up and down the fretboard. It really will be a fantastic thing to achieve when you get there, so keep going. But in the meantime, you might be wanting to hear some different chords and use some of that knowledge from playing bar chords. So I want to teach you a few chords that are going to help you develop your geography of the guitar. What I mean by that is playing chords that, like bar chords, are moving up and down the fretboard and familiarizing yourself with what all of these notes are as you go up the fretboard, rather than being stuck in this area and just recognizing shapes as being D and C and G, etc., right? So the first thing we're going to do might be quite basic, and if this is too basic for you, feel free to skip to the next part. But we're going to be just looking at identifying each of these notes as we go up the fretboard on the E bass string, okay? So practice along with me, see if you can predict what note I'm going to say next. If we've got this string open, it's going to be E, and then as we go up, we've got F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. And we're back to the note that we started on when we played open. Have a look at your guitar and you'll probably have something a little bit like mine where I've got two dots on the 12th fret to tell me that I'm back to where I started from when I was open. So that's an E, and this is an E. You need that same knowledge for when you're playing bar chords. So for example, we know that we're playing an E major chord here, and if I was to slide up to the 3rd fret, this is a G, because this is a G bass note. We went E, F, F sharp, G. So when I'm playing that bass note, this E major shape has gone up by 1, 2, 3, up to the chord G major. If I move that up another 2, G sharp, A, this is now an A chord. And so you need that knowledge to be able to play the bar chords. But like I said at the start, you might be finding those bar chords too tricky to play, right? Your hand might be cramping up, you might not be getting the sound out very clearly, and it's becoming quite frustrating, okay? But you can use all of that knowledge to play some really beautiful chords. Have a listen to these. So what's going on with these chords? Instead of barring all the way down with this finger, it's actually just playing the top note. And then it's bending out of the way so that the B string and the E string are open. So I'm only playing 1, 2, 3, 4 strings, and then I'm leaving the highest strings open. And this is the E shape. As you probably already know if you've tried to play a bar chord, you need to use a different combination of fingers to create the E major shape, so that when you slide it up, you've got your first finger available to do the bar, okay? Normally when we learn E major, we'd use these fingers and our little finger would be free. But just as a reminder, we need to swap it round so that this finger becomes available to do the bar chord. So the first thing I would like you to do to teach you how to play these chords is to take your E major and play this a whole octave higher, okay? So go beyond these two dots and create your E major shape right here. This is exactly the same chord. They're both E major. It's just that some of the notes are higher. Next, we're going to experiment with using a low bass note like this, and then a higher bass note by putting this finger on the 12th fret. And we'll just get used to that motion of it being on or off. So we'll play off, and then on. Off, and then on. This is just letting these fingers get familiar with being in this position, even though this finger is going to be doing a job as well. So now we're going to keep this finger on, and let's try a strumming pattern. We're going to do down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. Down, down, up, down, down. Okay, great. Feel free to pause this video at any time and rewind back to earlier parts if you want to practice them again. Next, we're going to take this shape and move it 2 frets to the left. 1, 2. And we're playing a very fancy sounding chord called D6 add 9. If you're interested to learn more about the theory and why these chords have such fancy names, I'll cover that in another video. If you'd like that video to happen sooner rather than later, please let me know in the comments and I will get on with that video as soon as possible. But for now, just know that you're playing a really fancy chord with the same shape and it sounds beautiful. And let's go back and forth between our E major and our new fancy D chord. And let's try the strumming pattern as well. Down, down, up, down, down. Down, down, up, down, down. They sound so nice together. And better yet, we've got lots more chords using the exact same shape. So if we now put that in the 5th fret. When I say 5th fret, I mean the bass note that our first finger is doing. Still on this E major shape, this hasn't changed at all. This chord is called A add 9. So let's get some practice of really moving up and down the fretboard, you know, what I call the geography of the fretboard. So in this chord progression, we're going to go E, D, A, and then back to where we started, E. And it'll sound like this. Let's try that again and I'll count out the strumming pattern as well. 5, 6, 7, 8. Down, down, up, down, down. 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 Great, let's go again. 5, 6, 7, 8. E, D, A, E. Okay, brilliant. So there's a couple more chords that we can learn with this shape. If we play it in the 7th fret, that's our first finger in the 7th fret, this finger is now playing a B bass note. So this is a type of B chord. Its full name is B add 11. Sounds really beautiful. It's one of my favorites to use. And if we take that chord up another fret, we're playing C major 7. Really cool sounding chord. You might already know C major 7 down here. They sound so similar, right? Exactly the same chord, just a higher version. Some of the notes are higher. So now we can play a type of A add 9, B add 11, C major 7, D6 add 9, and E major. So we're going to string those chords together in a sequence, which very nicely spells out A, B, C, D, E. It's going to sound like this. A, B, C, D, E. I'll try it again with the strumming pattern out loud. 5, 6, 7, 8. Down, down, up, up, down, 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 down. So they all go up by 2 frets each, except when we go from B to C. So A is on the 5th fret, B is on the 7th fret, C is right next door on the 8th fret, D is on the 10th fret, and E is on the 12th fret. Another really cool thing to do is to completely remove the first finger and do exactly what we've been doing, intentionally playing all the way down to the E bass note and creating a really cool sounding chord progression where we've essentially got A over E, B over E, C over E, D over E, and E over E. And it sounds really cool like this. So this is a way to practice lots of chords using this E major shape that you'll need for bar chords. You'll also be practicing moving up and down the fretboard and being able to pick out where A, B, C, D and other chords are, which is so good. And hopefully you've enjoyed creating some really beautiful sounding chords with exactly the same shape. I hope this video has helped you. Please leave a like and a comment. It really helps kick off the algorithm and help recommend this video to other people who might find it useful. If there's anything else you'd like me to cover in future videos, please let me know, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much. Won't you